Alright guys, today you're going over section 9.1, which is sequences and series. And based on your pretest, this should go pretty smoothly. Okay, so if I look at example 1a, I'm given the sequence a sub n equals 3n minus 2, and I'm asked to find my first four terms. So, to find my first term, a sub 1, I plug in 1 for n, so 3 times 1 minus 2. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. So my first term is 1. If I go to find my second term, then I plug in 2 for n, so I get 3 times 2 minus 2. Well, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. If I go to find my third term, I plug in 3 for n. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. And if I want to find my fourth term, I plug in 4 for n. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. Okay, if I do the same thing then for a sub n equals negative 1 to the nth power divided by 2n plus 1, except this time I'm going to find my first 5 terms. So a sub 1 equals negative 1 times 1 over 2 times 1 plus 1. Okay, well, negative 1 to the first power is negative 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So negative 1/3. If I do the same thing for my second term, negative 1 squared divided by 2 times 2 plus 1. Negative 1 squared gives me positive 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So positive 1/5. If I find my third term, negative 1 cubed divided by 2 times 3 plus 1. Negative 1 cubed is negative 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So negative 1/7. If I find my fourth term, negative 1 to the fourth divided by 2 times 4 plus 1. Negative 1 to the fourth power is positive 1. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So positive 1/9. And then lastly, if I go to find my fifth term, negative 1 to the fifth power divided by 2 times 5 plus 1. Negative 1 to the fifth power is negative 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. So negative 1/11. This is called an alternating series because my answers alternate between being negative and being positive. So if they alternate between being negative and positive, then it's called an alternating series. Sometimes you are given a series and you're asked to find the nth term of that series. And so that's what's happening in this case. We're given the series 1, 3, 5, and 7. And we're asked to find our nth term. And so if I look at my first term, my second term, my third term, and my fourth term, it's easier if you write those numbers above each of your terms in your sequence, because then you can tell which number you started with and what number that you ended with.